shall be my constant ambition to aid in realizing the high ideals of those whose wisdom and courage and sacrifices brought this republic into existence.
I heard about Bryan through my high school basketball coach. He was friends with Coach Bellant, the former coach here, and he came and recruited me. Some of my first impressions here at Bryan were the campus itself. It's a really pretty campus, and when I was walking around with Coach Bellant, I saw like the friendly atmosphere and the kind of like the everybody knows your name kind of thing. I play basketball here at Bryan, and we were talking about this year that it's probably the closest team that any of us have ever been on. I like taking pictures. Usually when I'm hanging out with friends, I'm usually like, hey, let's take some pictures, or let's do this, and everybody's like, Jessica, I don't feel like taking pictures right now, or Jessica, you've taken like 10 pictures already, can we quit? In May 2008, I went on a mission trip with some of the basketball girls to the Dominican Republic, and it was really a life-changing experience for me because it was like my first time out of the country, didn't know what to expect, and had all these impressions of what I thought it was going to be, but it was nothing like I even expected. My favorite professor is Professor Hall. I had him for both of my freshman Englishes, and he's a really funny man. And even now, I don't have him as a professor anymore. I go and talk to him, and he's just like, how's your work going? You getting it done? You need help? How's life? And he's always there to help. I'm a communications major, and I'm not sure what I want to do after I get done with school. I think I want to do something with children. Without the scholarship package, I probably wouldn't be here at Bryan College.
If a man measures life by what others do for him, he is apt to be disappointed. But if he measures life by what he does for others, there is no time for despair. William Jennings Bryan, The Value of an Ideal, 1901.
My initial impression of Bryan was really positive. I first came here as a senior for Illuminate Weekend, and being here and seeing the environment of the school is what really sold me on coming here as a student. I'm studying corporate communication because I feel like my gift set really is toward communication, but I do have an interest in the corporate side of things. For me, participating in MLK Day this year, being on SGA and being the vice president, I was actually a part of a team that planned a celebration for when all the students came back to the school so that we could share our stories and let one another see what that day of service did for the people in the community. I've enjoyed my classes with Mr. Palmer simply because he's a really unique professor and that he's so well read that it seems like every other thing that he says is some word of wisdom from someone that he's read about. He's always really in tune with what's going on with his students. He comes up to me frequently and says, hey, you look like you're having a rough day. And a lot of times he notices that when even some of my friends don't notice that. I've had some interest in the missions field, and that's still a definite possibility. I've also had interest in wedding planning and starting my own small business as a wedding planner. I do feel like Bryan has prepared me very well so that whatever it is, I can do it as a means of glorifying God. I am a big Vols fan. Sometimes that's painful, but I hang in there with them. Without the scholarship, I would not be here. I just prayed that if God wanted me to be in school, He would provide a school that would provide for me, that would bring me here and make it possible for me to stay.
But Jesus gave us a new definition of love. His love was as wide as the sea. Its limits were so far-flung that even an enemy could not travel beyond its bounds. William Jennings Bryan, The Prince of Peace, 1904.
Well, I first heard about Bryan College through my friend Evan Johnson, who is currently sophomore class president here. My first impressions were that it was not only a pretty campus, but the people here were very friendly, and it was a place that I would want to be if they had the type of academics that I would need. Over spring break, Bryan College students have a chance to visit or to go on short-term mission trips. This is called the Break for Change program. One of these mission trips is to Latvia. It's primarily a film trip, but I'm not a film guy, so what we would do is go into Latvia and make movies with the Latvian kids. My job was to entertain them while they were not on camera. While my favorite class as a student at Bryan has been Dr. Polling's Advanced Worldview class. It was a class that really engendered discussion and sort of evaluation of each other's thoughts and worldviews. It was great. I am a Christian thought major with a journalism minor, and so after I graduate, I expect I will be interning with my church. Without the scholarship I received, I would not be a student at Bryan. I would probably be working full-time and taking classes at a local community college. Bryan College provides an incredible community life and incredible academic opportunities, far beyond what it should be able to provide given its size. And if you can at all help a student get here by providing a scholarship, please do.
Christians desire that our young people will return from college with their hearts aflame with the love of God and fellow man, and be prepared to lead in the altruistic work that the world so sorely needs. William Jennings Bryan. The Last Message, 1925.